Hey, what's up, guys? So today we have 3 Howard Restor-A-Finish products out, and I've never done something like this before. So what I have here is an antique box, and it's a cabinet of some sort. We'll pull out drawers, and I don't know how old it is, but there are some clues. Now, when I open up the drawer, there's some paper that is lined inside of it that's very, very old and yellowed. And inside you can see that this has wear and age. And this one was our main clue. And it says, J.T. Nicewenter, Farm Implements, Agency for Merry Garden Auto Cultivators, North Olmsted, Ohio. And it has a very, very old telephone number. Now, when I looked up the Merry Gardens Auto Cultivator, I found out it was some kind of gasoline and water-powered engine that was actually like a garden tiller, a plow, a lawnmower, and several other gardening type of tools, like a sower. I guess it sowed like farmers' seeds into the ground. It went 5 inches down into the ground, apparently, had many different attachments, and this thing was a beast. It was huge. It was actually 2 horsepower. And apparently this machine was only actually being made from 1919 to about 1920 or 1921. So that's the clues on the age of this box. Now, this could have been placed in a box that was even older from that time frame later on. So, but we have a clue. Now, the issues with this box is wear. And we have a really cool Greek warrior picture. And it's like a very, very thin inlay. And the inlay is chipped up and worn going all the way around the box. Let me try to show you. You can see down here. And we have another Greek warrior medallion inlay. And again, we have a lot of wear down here in the corners and along the edge of the Greek key design. And let me go around the box and show you. Now, the lighting isn't very good, but you can see it has various stages of wear. Now, the top panel looks like it's possibly walnut, and the drawer fronts look possibly mahogany. So now the edges look like ebonized wood. They look like dark. So I have 3 different colors. I have dark walnut. So I was deciding to do the dark walnut restoration on the top. I have ebony brown for the edges, and I have mahogany. Let me get that for the drawers. And you can see it matches quite well. Now, I have paint brushes out for the 3 different colors. I've never attempted to do something like this before. Let's hope that I can make this look beautiful. All right, stay tuned. To start out, I shook up product number 1. Now, usually you pour it on a rag, and since I can't do that, I'm just going to dip my brush into the oil and pretty much wipe off the excess. Now, I want to get into the walnut area without getting on the edges where I need to put ebony, which is a darker, almost blackish brown. It's actually quite scary because I don't know what to expect with this. Let me dip my paintbrush in a little more. Wipe the excess. And I don't have to worry about the Howard Restor-A-Finish messing with the inlay picture. It's pretty foolproof. It's just basically an oil, and it wipes right off. So I'm going as carefully as I can. And generally I'm a bull in a china closet, so that's not always to be something that I would be doing because I'm a klutz. All right, so far that's done. I'm going to leave that on for half a second and now wipe off the excess. So I have an old dish rag, and that's great when you have these old dish rags like laying around the house. Those are always fantastic to use with your Howard products. Now, generally, I put this on with a steel wool pad, which is the best method of application, especially for antiques. But since it's so, the laminates are so weak and so, you know, like they're chippy, I don't want to do that because the steel wool hairs could get caught on it and break off the laminates. All right, so we got one down, and now we're going to go to ebony for the edges and see what happens. Then we'll go to the mahogany for the drawer fronts. All right, so I got my ebony brown. I'm going to dip my paintbrush into it and just try to wipe off whatever like drippy excess there is. Let me just put this down a moment. Okay, and let's see what happens. Now you see all these areas of missing paint. Now if it doesn't cling to it, I have furniture markers in all different colors, and I can actually touch it up with that. And it's really not clinging into the wood and accepting it. So I will have to use my furniture markers. But it's looking a little better. All right, let me go around with the Greek key design. So I'm just going to put some more in. It's getting windy out here. You hear that wind? All right, so let me continue to do that, and then we'll get to the mahogany drawers. Okay, now I'm going to do the fronts of the drawers. Now, it's not coming out as good as I expected, but, I mean, this thing is really, really old. My guess, anywhere is between the 1860s to about 1920. The furniture markers, I have a feeling, and the polishing part is going to be the part that really is going to be the savior of this project. The chips were not covered by the Howard Restor-A-Finish, and that is usually the case. It usually covers, but for some reason this wood will not cover with the Howard Restor-A-Finish. Usually the floors are covered up pretty darn good. All right, so I'm going to finish the rest of the drawers in the front of the box and the sides. And then we're going to polish it, and I'm going to use those furniture markers. Stay tuned. All right, so next in the arsenal and bag of tricks is Howard Feed and Wax. It's a polish, and the touch-up furniture markers in all different colors. I got everything here on Amazon. These things are great. They're like actually magic markers for furniture, and they come in all different colors, as you can see here. All right, I think I'm going to go with black for the edges, and let's see what happens. And I'm going to actually touch it up with the markers before I polish it. If the polish ends up taking off the the markers, I could just reapply. All right, so I chose black. And let's see what happens. I'm going to take one of the drawers out because it appears that this area needs to be touched up. And these areas are really bad over here. Oh, and already it's actually accepting the paint, which is a good thing. And as I apply it, I'm just going to rub it across with my gloved finger to blend it a little. All right, I'll be back shortly. All right, so the areas are now touched up with the marking pen, and it's looking better. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Howard Feed and Wax to polish it, and I'll show you the results. It's not going to be perfect, but it'll look better, hopefully. All right, guys, it's all done, and I think it looks a hell of a lot better. Oh my goodness. Yep, it does. I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything, but damn. Look at this. So we have the portraits showing nice, very, very shiny with the polish. Most of the chips are gone, and the flaws. I mean, you can still see flaws. It is a very, very old box. And here's the portrait. Look at that. The Greek key design is looking splendid. Did I say splendid? Oh my goodness. Here's the side view. Look at that. And yeah, so I'm very, very, very pleased with the Howard Restor-A-Finish and all the different colors that I used, and the furniture marking pens and the polish. And this is looking quite pretty. Look at that. This was, I think, on eBay. I got it. I made an offer for $20, and the seller actually gave me free presents. Inside each drawer was jewelry with the tags on it. I got a really beautiful watch, brand new earrings, gorgeous necklace, and bracelets. That was really, really nice of that seller. Actually, let me put it down. I'm going to show you the inside of the drawers. Stay with me one moment. There we go. All right. So there it is. Look at that. And now a lot of times these type of cabinets or boxes, once held spices in it or seeds, believe it or not. A lot of times these were called seed drawers. And again, the cool clue that we have here is this paper inside that's yellowed and old that was lining it. Now, again, that could mean that this is from between 1919 and 1921. But this box could be older and someone had it and just lined it with this piece of paper. That's quite interesting. Now I found out again that Merry Garden Auto Cultivator is a very, very rare piece of machinery since it was only made for a small amount of time. And a lot of people on the internet were talking about that machine, that it's so rare and hard to find. And I have an original paper from a dealer that once sold them in Ohio. So quite cool. Let me go around and show you the box. There we go. And it's looking gorgeous. Look at that. All right, guys, so I'm going to conclude the video by saying I had another fun restoration project. Thank you for joining me. And I shall see you guys all soon with the next restoration. So long.